Tonight's episode was another suggestion from subscriber at Curtis Smith SU2QK. Thank you for the assist and the support. Now for tonight's tale. In the darkest corners of Slavic folklore dwells a creature of pure dread, Baba Yaga, the ancient witch of the forest who answers to no one. They say she lives in a hut that stands on chicken legs, watching, always watching. Her iron teeth gleam in the darkness. Her bony fingers, thin as twigs, claw at the air as she hunts those foolish enough to wander into her domain. For centuries, mothers have whispered her name to keep children in line, and travelers have prayed they'd never meet her gaze. Tonight, we venture into the shadows to uncover the truth behind the legend, if we dare. Welcome to the tale of Baba Yaga, where the forest has teeth and the witch never sleeps.
Deep within the forests of Eastern Europe, where the trees grow so dense the sun forgets to shine, there are paths that shift when no one watches, paths that lead somewhere they should not. For thousands of years, one name has been whispered by those who know better than to wander too far: Baba Yaga. Her origins stretch back before written history. Before the Slavic peoples converted to Christianity in the 9th century, before any scribe thought to write down what their grandmothers already knew. The name Baba means grandmother in Slavic tongues, but Yaga is something older, darker. Scholars have translated it as horror, as rage, as snake, as disease. Some believe she was once a goddess of death and regeneration, a guardian standing at the threshold between the world of the living and the realm of the dead. Not a fairy tale villain, a force of nature. The earliest written record of her name appeared in 1755, a grammar book. But the oral stories that carried her across generations are far, far older. Every culture that fears her agrees on what she looks like. A crone, impossibly thin, as though the flesh has given up on her bones. Her one leg is nothing but bare bone, earning her the title Baba Yaga, Kostyanaya Noga. Baba Yaga, bony leg. Her nose is so enormous, so hooked, that when she lies down inside her hut, it scrapes the ceiling. Her teeth, they are not flesh, they are iron, sharpened, made for one purpose. Her wild grey hair stands on end like flames or like snakes. Her eyes burn with a light no living thing should carry, eyes that see through deception, through skin, into the soul itself. She can smell human blood from miles away, and yet she wears the clothes of a peasant woman. She performs domestic chores. She keeps a home. The horror of Baba Yaga is not just what she is, it is how ordinary she can seem, until it is too late. Nothing amounts Baba Yaga's domain quite like her home. Deep in the heart of the forest stands a hut unlike anything built by human hands. It is called the Izbushka, and it stands on two enormous chicken legs that allow it to walk, to spin, to turn away from visitors, to dance if the mood strikes her. The fence surrounding it is constructed from human bones. The posts are topped with human skulls, and their hollow eye sockets glow with supernatural fire, lighting the darkness like lanterns made of the dead. To enter, a visitor must speak the words aloud. Izbushka, Izbushka, turn your back to the forest and your front to me. Only then does the hut slowly, creakingly turn to face them. Scholars have suggested the hut mirrors ancient Slavic burial structures, small shelters for the dead, raised on stumps above the ground so animals could not disturb them. Baba Yaga's home, then, is not merely strange, it is a house for the dead, and she is its keeper. She does not travel like ordinary witches. Baba Yaga flies through the night sky, seated inside a giant iron mortar, driving it with a heavy pestle in one hand, while sweeping away her tracks behind her with a silver birch broom. Her passage is said to summon storms. The trees bow as she passes. The forests obey her will. Animals serve as her spies. She commands 3 riders: the white rider who brings dawn, the red rider who drives the sun, and the black rider who pulls night across the sky. She controls day and night itself. She can shapeshift, become a young woman, an animal, a voice in the dark. She holds answers to questions that no mortal library contains. And the skulls on her fence, they can dispense fire as a weapon or as a gift, depending entirely on her mood. The most famous tale of Baba Yaga is the story of Vasilisa the Beautiful, a young girl, pure of heart, cursed by an evil stepmother, is sent alone into the forest. The stepmother's order is simple: go to the house of Baba Yaga and bring back fire. She is in truth being sent to die. Vasilisa walked. She passed 3 horsemen, one white, one red, one black, who brought the dawn, the day, and the night. And then, in the last light, she found herself standing before the hut. The bones, the skulls, the burning eyes. Baba Yaga came flying from the forest in her mortar, sniffing the air. She could smell Russian blood. She dragged the girl inside and set her to work. Impossible tasks, night after night, tasks designed to guarantee her failure, her death. But Vasilisa completed every one. She was polite. She was honest. She did not ask questions she should not ask. And Baba Yaga, furious, impressed, or perhaps neither, gave her what she came for: a glowing skull filled with fire. That skull found its way back to the stepmother's house, and it burned her to ashes. Baba Yaga did not save Vasilisa out of kindness. She was simply a force, and the girl had learned how to survive it. Here is what makes Baba Yaga more terrifying than any simple monster. She has rules. Those who approach her with honesty, who are brave and polite, who observe the customs of hospitality, these she may feed. She may offer them sleep. She may even help them. Those who lie, who are cowardly, who demand rather than ask, those she eats. She is not evil. She is not good. She is what the old forests always were: indifferent, immensely powerful, and deeply, fundamentally, fair. In some tales, she appears as 3 sisters, 3 identical Baba Yagas, each one a trial the hero must pass. She serves as initiator, transformer, test. Survive her and you leave changed, wiser, stronger. Carl Jung would later describe exactly this kind of figure: the trickster, the shadow, the force that drags you out of comfort and into something new, whether you want it or not. Parents in Slavic villages told their children, "Do not wander into the woods. She will take you." They were not wrong, but they were not entirely right either. In the tale of the death of Koshchei the Deathless, a prince named Ivan must cross a flaming river to reach Baba Yaga, because only she possesses horses fast enough to outrun an immortal evil. She does not hand the horse over. She tests him first. 3 days, 3 impossible tasks, herding mares that constantly flee, surviving on almost nothing while she feasts. But a friend whispers the truth to Ivan. She will kill him when the 3rd day ends regardless. And so he steals her fastest horse and rides. Baba Yaga pursues him to the edge of the flaming river, and stops. This is as far as her power reaches. Beyond lies the world of the hero's journey. This is her truest function. Not villain, not ally, but guardian. She stands at the boundary between what is known and what is not, between the safe world of the village and something ancient, vast, and ungoverned. To move forward, you must survive her. Not all who encounter Baba Yaga are heroes on quests. Some are simply children. She is said to keep a flock of enormous black geese, creatures that circle the skies above the forests, searching, watching. When a child wanders too close to the tree line, the geese descend. In the tale of Baba Yaga's black geese, a young boy named Sergei is snatched from his family's yard. His sister, Olga, runs after him into the forest. Past warnings, past common sense, deeper and deeper into the dark. She reaches the hut. She finds her brother, and they run. The geese wake. Baba Yaga wakes, and the chase begins. The forests of Eastern Europe have been cleared. The old villages are gone. The Christianity that once tried to replace her gods has itself grown old. But Baba Yaga endures. She has been summoned into John Wick, called the Baba Yaga, a name that makes men tremble, into graphic novels, into video games, into novels that line shelves of every bookstore on earth. Because she represents something that does not age. The forest has always been there. The boundary between what is safe and what is not has always been there. The test, the terrifying, impossible test of whether you are brave enough, honest enough, worthy enough, has always been there. She is not the monster of children's bedtime stories. She is the question every person eventually faces. What will you do when there is no road back? When something enormous, ancient, and utterly indifferent looks you in the eye? She can smell your answer already.
In the dark hush of the forest, the chicken-legged hut settles on its bones, a slow, patient hunger in the soil. She watches from the edge of the trees, neither holy monster nor kindly crone, but a reckoning made flesh. Those who stumble into her circle learn that favors are bargains, questions are knives, and mercy can burn as easily as it warms. When the mortar fades into the mist and the skull-lit gate clicks shut, remember this. Legends do not die quietly. They wait, they remember, and somewhere beyond the last campfire, Baba Yaga keeps her feast.